day, everyone. To our advisor, Mr. Prime Gilbert Trieta, to our organizer, Dr. Christian Anthony C. Amitaya, to our panelists and critics, it's our pleasure to have you here. I'm Mary Grace de la Cruz, together with my partner, Mr. Gerald Evera. Let me present our thesis study entitled Potentials of Tagong Paraiso Waterfalls in Becoming the New Ecotourism Destination of San Teodoro. For the introduction and rationale, tourism represents one of the most crucial elements influencing economic growth and development of the modern societies. It says that tourism can easily attract private investors, generate jobs, eventually help fuel economic growth and development. Studies that explore tourism potentials has a very essential role in identifying various challenges and solutions to realize what are the real opportunities that ecotourism can offer. This study was supported by the following theories including the political economy theory, social exchange theory, and community participation. Based on the foregoing discussion, the conceptual framework was designed. As is shown on the figure, the profile of Tagong Paraiso waterfalls in terms of location, accessibility, facilities, and attraction are the independent variable, while the potential benefits of Tagong Paraiso waterfalls in terms of sociocultural, environmental, political, and economic benefits represent the dependent variables of the study. The researchers used the descriptive design of research to accomplish the study with 200 qualified respondents. The 5-point scale were used by the researcher to gather the responses of the accepted respondents. The data gathered were tabulated, analyzed, and presented in the table. Descriptive statistics such as average and mean were computed. And here is Mr. Gerald Evera to present the results and discussions, conclusions, and recommendation of the study.
For the results and discussion, based on the results of the following are presented to show the findings of the study. Table C shows the profile of Tagong Paraiso waterfalls in terms of location with a mean of 3.54 with 4 identifiers described as agree. This is in line with Gon and other statement that tourist destination is a geographical location which has all the important components to attract tourists and fulfill their needs during their stay. The accessibility with an overall mean of 4.02 also described as agree supports Daniel and others on the physical access to destination represents a barrier to people who want to explore the place, and accessibility is one of the most important supply side issues in tourism. Facilities got 3.76 weighted mean also described as agree reveals that facilities must include physical and environmental amenities which contribute to making tourism product enjoyable, reliable, safe, and sustainable. For this reason, the tourism development should be able to focus and continuously improve the attributes that the tourist needs to experience during their visit, such as the physical surroundings to satisfy them. While the attraction with 4.07 weighted mean, also described as agree, which supports the statement of Gunn and others about destination with potential or real tourism attraction can be developed into a real tourism destination. On the other hand, Table D shows the findings on the potential benefits of Tagong Paraiso waterfalls in terms of sociocultural, also with 4 identifiers with an overall mean of 4.01, with an interpretation of agree, which unveils the opportunities to create tourism and cultural awareness to educate the local community and tourists about the beneficial attributes of Tagong Paraiso waterfalls. This finding is supported by Wall and Matthison's suggestions to measure the sociocultural impacts of tourism by observing indicators of the availability and development of the place, because social and cultural commonly examined as one entity and overlapping tourism impacts to a large extent. The environmental benefits with 4.30 weighted mean, also described as agree. The findings agrees to the encouragement of International Ecotourism Society that ecotourism must focus on uniting communities, conservation, and sustainable development through environmentally friendly means of travel. The political benefits with 4.01 weighted mean, also described as agree, indicates an effective governance usually stands for having good mechanism for the successful coordination of collective actions to achieve sustainable tourism development. Lastly, the economic benefits with an overall mean of 4.10, also described as agree, reveals that the economic potentials of tourism industry is indisputable and cannot be easily determined with visible economic impacts. And based on UN Economic Impact Report, there are a number of reasons for these results, including improvements in infrastructures, increase in disposable income, the growth of budget for investments, more economic activities, and consumer desires to travel further to new destination and more often. Conclusions. Based on the findings of the study, majority of the respondents rated agree to Tagong Paraiso Waterfalls as a potential tourist destination in terms of location, accessibility, facilities, and attraction. This indicates that there are real potentials for tourism development. Moreover, the potential economics and environmental benefits of tourism are the main consideration of possible Tagong Paraiso Waterfalls development. The recommendations: identifying the value-added aspects of Tagong Paraiso Waterfalls, such as measuring the dynamics of the waterfalls, existing product or services that likely to attract visitors, planning the circulation of visitors and access, construction of footpaths, and other amenities, determining the required funding, planning, and market strategy will help to increase the viability of Tagong Paraiso Waterfalls as a potential tourist destination. These recommendations should stimulate sustainable development of Tagong Paraiso Waterfalls and create an opportunity among local residents, local government, business owners, and tourists. And that's all. Thank you for watching our presentation. Once again, have a nice day.